I need you to be brave. A man will come and take you away.
Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is Death Factory, this is R&D, and this is one of the toughest missions in this level. This is a long mission, there's a lot of waiting around that I've trimmed out, so it would have been significantly longer if I'd have shown you the full run. But I'm trimming the video to give you some sanity, because there's no point you waiting and watching me wait, because we're both waiting then and that's pointless. But this is where the checkpoint system is going to kill itself, because we've just took this guy out, we've stole his outfit because we need it, and when I hit the first checkpoint after killing the first doctor, that guy's going to be back alive. I'm sorry, IO, that is fucking garbage. But that's all I'm going to say about the checkpoints in this game, not saving the world state, just completely being a sack of dog shit. When you come into this room, I immediately blend to get around this guard, because you're far too close to him, and you know, shit can kick off if you're too close to somebody who knows that you're wearing the same disguise as them. You'll notice I've done this immediately off the bat, and the doctor I need to kill has just walked away. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to head over to the robot arm, which we're going to use to get this scientist off this panel so we can eventually kill the target. And I'm going to trim out the wait it took for him to do his rounds, finish his path, and then come back here and reset. So there we go. There's the transition, the crossfade you'll notice on the map. The map is stezzing out a little bit, and the doctor is walking in. So here comes the doctor. You've got to wait for him to go into the room. As soon as he mentions he's going to be going in the room, you want to press the button. Once you press the button, it sets off the robot arm. That is going to distract the people in this room so that they move over to it. As soon as this scientist moves over, you want to walk up to the control panel. As soon as the black guy is inside, you want to press activate bomb chamber. There he is. Bomb chamber's activated. Now you need to make your exit. And making your exit from this room can be a pain in the ass, because there's a lot of soldiers outside and they will see through your disguise if you're not careful. So I am literally just going any path I can to get out of that room, to get away from these soldiers. And it just so happens that I walked into this room with these scientist guys, and I will be needing their outfit, their disguise, but we're going to be getting that later on to kill the second scientist. And down in this room is a checkpoint which I'm going to use. And as I mentioned, when I use this checkpoint, it revives the dude I got these clothes off, and he's not naked, he's fully clothed again. The game's just kind of fucking you at that point. So now that we've hit the checkpoint, I know I can be a little bit more cavalier, because if I mess up, the first assassination's down, it counts, it's all good. And I'm going to try and sneak back into the room that we came from. And you'll notice there's a lot of guys, so I need to use blend, and I need to get into cover, and I need to time this quite well, because this disguise just doesn't work. There's too many dudes, they're all too aware of it, and as soon as they pass the room, we're going to leave again. The guy behind us is super alert, but fuck him, we're out of that room. And once we're back into the room, where this room here, now we're safe. Now we can do our thing, and we can hopefully get our disguise. So I make a mistake here by pressing the wrong button. I meant to turn the radio on, I didn't mean to pick it up, and I was trying to place the radio thinking I could turn it on and use it, but instead he throws it and it breaks. So just be careful of that if you're in the same spot as I am. So those two guys, instead of thinking it's suspicious, they decide to think it's kind of cool, and they don't respond. So I pick up the coffee mug, and I'm going to be tossing the coffee mug towards where I threw the radio. And the weird thing about the AI on this game is people will tell other people to check things out, and it doesn't even matter if there's a hierarchy, because a standard goon can tell a target to check something out, even if the target is you know, of higher employ than they are, which is really strange, but it's going to help us later on when I kill those stupid nuns. But there goes the scientist. We're going to be dragging him into the stairwell, because the guy behind me can turn around and see the body, and you do not want that to happen. But here is the scientist, here's his clothing, and when we go down these stairs to make progress towards the final target, we're going to bump into a familiar face. And yeah, he's having the same phone conversation he was having when we choked him out the first time and hid his body. But 2 scientists in this room who will see through your disguise, so just wait for them to not be looking your way. And then when you enter into the main chamber, always go this way, do not go out the doors, because if you're in the soldier outfit, you can put yourself into some really bad situations. But luckily enough, we're not anymore, so this should be good. And the only time you will get seen when you're wearing this outfit as you move down into this area is if you go the wrong path, because there is a path through all these people that allows you to not get any suspicion, really. And I do wish there was more levels like this where you could have such flexibility with the disguise, because that's what Hitman's about, and this game just fucking loses the plot when it comes to that. So this is going to be another opportunity where I crossfade to when the target comes. There it is, because I didn't want to show the weight. If you crouch behind this desk, the guy who's messing with the consoles doesn't seem to respond to you, which is great. And as soon as this guy climbs into the chair, you want to turn the robot on and then go immediately back behind the chair. The reason I say stay in this room is because if you try and exit this room, for some reason everybody gets really suspicious. I know, somebody's just died in a room, you walk out of it, everyone's suspicious. But if you stay in like I do, you shouldn't have any problem at all, because the suspicion will go down and then you can exit in your own time. So there's the kill. Everybody realises it's kind of an accident. Give it about a minute for everybody to realise that there's no foul play. Look, the guard comes to check it out. There's only these 2 in the room that are yellow and 1 person outside, which I believe is the second guard that was watching what was happening. There, the yellow goes down, and now we can make our exit. Wait for the scientist to turn around. As soon as he's turned around, we need to leave. Come on, Chris, fucking leave. What are you doing? There we go. So, what you need to do now is we need to get to the opposite side of this chamber, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to get the soldier's outfit to come back down here, and it would have made this significantly easier, but I got spotted when I was going back up this way. And the real irony is, when I eventually got back up to where I got this disguise and where my other disguise should have been laying on the floor, it had disappeared, so I couldn't even get in the soldier's outfit. So instead, if you turn on this robot arm, it's going to distract these 2 scientist guys. Get a bit creative with your hiding places and you can sneak past them. Then you can come over here, press the button to make the bridge start extending, and then you can hide behind this console just over here until the bridge is extended, and then you can get the hell out of Dodge. And that looks quite smooth, what you've just watched, as far as, you know, getting people killed. We've got the Silent Assassin ranking waiting for us, but the amount of time it took me to figure all these nuances out and to figure out this path that I eventually ended up doing, it took a long time, guys. And if you're struggling, or if certain parts are not adding up or not working as they do in my video or as you want them to work, a lot of the time it's not really your fault. It's just you need to adapt to what the game throws at you, and sometimes it can be really difficult on hard and above, because the penalty is so severe and so swift that sometimes you don't see the mistakes coming and they just hit you and ruin your path. And it sucks, but these games have always been about trial and error, as a lot of people have pointed out. It's just the trial and error has never really been so egregious as this game, purely because the disguise system allowed you a lot of flexibility to discover the map, to discover the world, find what you needed to do, find the things that, you know, the cocktail that you had to mix to make the right situation. But sabotage the stuff, and once you've sabotaged both areas, you can walk through the door to your right and carry on to the end of the mission, where we're going to be graded and you're going to see the ranks. So through you go. That is the end. 160,000 on R&D, not too bad at all. And there you go. Two Silent Assassin rankings, a shit ranking on decontamination because there's no real way to get a great one, and the end of Death Factory. So thanks for watching, and you take care now.